And good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you're located. Thanks for joining us today for this webinar. My name is Dan Greer with Insurance Advisors Direct, and I'm pleased to have with us today from PRAM, Mr. Dan Mack and Ms. Adrienne Scotto, and they'll be joining us here in just a moment. Again, this is our Friday webinar series that we're proud to bring to you, and I want you to stay tuned for upcoming exciting events. We're having these pretty much every Friday unless there's a holiday involved. And next week we have lead guru Don Runge. He's in the midst of a series that he's doing with us, and Don is amazing. So if you can clear your schedule for next Friday at noon, watch for email invitations, and it's a can't miss type of an event. So I would encourage all of you to watch for that. And again, just a little bit of housekeeping here. All the attendees, your mics are muted, but if you do have questions, we do welcome them, and you can type those into the chat box, and we will get to those before we wrap up today. So again, it's my pleasure to introduce from PRAM, Mr. Dan Mack. I believe you're going to start off, but Dan and Adrienne are out in California, sunny California, I assume. So I will let you guys take off and run with the meeting here, and I'll just be kind of moderating. So take it away, Dan.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dan. Right? That's my favorite name, by the way. I've yet to meet a Dan I didn't like. So hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having us. We are very excited about this partnership and the opportunity to go ahead and present to you what PRAM does in the RX industry and how we can be a huge asset for you. PRAM is actually, it stands for Preferred Risk and Asset Management. PRAM was founded back in 1989 by our current president, Dave Wilson, who has been in the industry for over 40 years, exclusively dedicated to prescription and enhancements and figuring out that market. We have been around for over 31 years now. Dave is still very active in the company. PRAM has focused exclusively on pharmacy, has always been very fluid due to the many changes in this complex market. Today, you're going to be hearing from myself, and I am the Vice President of New Business Development, as well as Adrienne Scotto, who is our Senior Account Manager. So we're very excited about this. The overall way that we'd like to explain our business is that we basically take carriers and we pair them alongside PBMs, which is a pharmacy benefit manager, who adjudicate the claims, carriers take the risk, and PRAM puts together the plans. And so we're very connected to the market itself, and so we're ever evolving and ever changing. We create that formulary list for you, the marketing materials, we do the filings in the state, and then package provide a product that distribution partners like yourselves are happy and excited to sell. And we love feedback because the only thing we can do is continue to get better and serve your clients in this ever-changing market the way that it flows. All right. Here, did I get to the next slide? There you go. There's the button. Okay, Americans, did you know? Okay, just a couple of facts here. Do you know that Americans spent over $360 billion on prescription drug medications in 2019? Prescription medications themselves account for over 25% of all of the healthcare costs annually. So outside of the medical itself, the prescription accounts for more utilization than dental, accident, critical illness policies, everything combined. More first dollar medical expenses are spent on prescription than any other coverage. We know for a fact that, okay, so you see on TV all the time, you see commercials, and when they get to the part, the pharmacy commercials, where there's always new drugs that are being released on the market. We keep really close eye on those because of the fact that we want to make sure that we're providing clients the ability to go ahead and take advantage of those new drugs as they come up. Those commercials freak me out a little bit towards the end, I think, just because the fact that they do go over all those lists of horrible side effects. But just so you know that drug manufacturers have spent over $3.7 billion annually on advertising those drugs. So when people are sitting at home watching TV, they see that specific drug commercial, then they go to their doctor's office, they ask for the drugs by name, and doctors write the script. It's an additional reason why we want to educate and guide members to the right type of coverage, as well as the types of drugs that are right for members. Do they really need that brand name drug, or could they utilize a generic to accomplish the same thing at a much lower cost? We always want members to be good consumers too. All right, next slide. Oops, there we go. Why add PRAM to your medical sales? Well, because your client needs it and you need it. We know that ACA considers pharmaceuticals as essential benefit, which means that everybody should have the right to have that coverage. That agents want to sell something that they're proud of. Agreed. I've been an agent. I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I find that this is very interesting because the fact that we have access to so many ancillary style type products. But for us, the one thing that has always been lacking in our product selection is pharmacy, right? We have nothing but discount cards that are out there, right? The difference here is that we have fully comprehensive, fully insured plans available to you. So adding PRAM completes that sale by adding that first dollar benefit that makes it look and feel like a real true comprehensive medical. We utilize copays and deductibles, so your clients have that same feel and they understand how those work already, so they understand that it is insurance. Yes, there's discounts included, of course, which ours are better than everybody else. They want an overall plan that includes and covers everything, even if a client isn't currently on medications. Yes, we do. Okay, so as agents, it's a little bit of a shift in our perception because of the fact that we haven't been presented with opportunities like this up until this point. And so for us, we're used to just having discounts available. If you're selling anything else outside of actual true major medical coverage, everyone here knows that limited medical short-term plans, they don't necessarily have anything else except for some sort of potential fixed reimbursements, benefit reimbursement, or discount. This is actual true insurance. Based on the fact that your clients are going to utilize this potentially more than any other benefits right off the bat, proves that it's essential right from the beginning and why they should actually have that coverage. We believe that it helps with retention too. We know that as agents, part of your business is to go ahead and not just provide your clients with the best coverage you can give them, but also for you to come up with ways to retain that business, your book of business. Your clients trust you. There's always a need for us. There will always be a need for what we do in the industry. And this is one more way that you can provide them with the best benefits and hopefully just continue to build a very solid referral base. Here. Does your prescription drug plan have you feeling bottled up? Another discount card. And this is exactly the point that I really want to bring home too, is the fact that yes, PRAM has some of the best discounts that you're going to find anywhere in the industry. Most discount cards themselves average somewhere between 40 to 60% savings. Our average savings are anywhere between 85 to 94% savings on your medications, and that's just the discount aspect of it. When you get into the actual real benefits of the way our plans actually work, the total out-of-pocket cost for your clients in a lot of instances can end up being zero, and that's exactly what we want to do for them. So we did go ahead and we created these plans to be guarantee issue, I've gotten a lot of feedback, and I thought about this too when I first was presented with PRAM and introduced to PRAM, was the fact that if it's guarantee issue, are we concerned about adverse selection? Or why get the plan now versus getting it when a client actually needs it? Well, again, as agents, you're selling insurance anyways to be preventive, right? You're not selling it just because you know that a client is going to have to use it right now. Short-term medical, limited medical plans have a tendency to have some sort of underwriting attached to them, even if it's simplified. Again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to accomplish the goal of giving your clients benefits that when they do need them, they absolutely have them at the time that they need them. Okay. Extensive network. This is fully insured. So we have 100% of all the major chains, and we're in over 67,000 independent pharmacies nationally. And so with that being said, too, it's an easy add-on when we need to go ahead if there's a rural pharmacy that is not necessarily part of our network. It's a real quick process for us. We can get somebody up and running very, very quickly. So adding pharmacies is very easy. Easy benefit management access. For us, our technology is something that we pride ourselves on. We've got an incredible portal for our agents, which also extends to your clients. Your clients have the ability to download their ID cards, update and manage their contact information, view billing, payment history. They have access to a lot of information that they will help them feel more safe and secure in the package and the benefits that they actually have, the program that they have. All right, here, PRAM covers COVID-19. We are all in this together. It made me feel really good to know that when all of this was first started and the recommended medications that were coming out for treatment, that we actually do have coverage for them, and the actual cost of the drugs themselves is, in most cases, is under that $10, which is fantastic for us. And because of the social distancing too, and the way our technology works, we have personalized links so that you as an agent or a broker can go ahead and email over to your client for a very quick, easy a process for them to go ahead and get signed up. We're very happy about that, what we did next here. All right, marketing to everyone. The PRAM product is the only insured prescription product on the market. Yes, I would love to see any other examples out there, because I haven't found anything. I find very well worded discount cards that make you believe that you are actually getting some form of insurance, but our programs are fully insured, which means that the risk is taken care of. So what your client sees and what they're going to pay is the exact same thing, okay? Pair our plans with short-term medical. Well, short-term medical plans only have discount cards to them or attached to them, right? So for us, here we go. We've got full benefits, first dollar benefits for them. Employer groups, we're going to talk more about groups in just a little bit. I will get into that. Limited medical, again, on fixed benefit plans, what is it, a $25, $10, $25 reimbursement for medications? Great, but at the same time, the savings that they could get by being fully insured, especially when they need them, especially when they're on multiple medications, you'll see that this is the right plan providing for them. MEC plans and GAP plans, indemnity, same thing. Health sharing ministry plans, I know that that's a real big market right now. Those with high deductible health plans, again, most of those drug costs are either discounts or they're applied to high deductible and co-pay or co-insurance. So again, if you are selling major medical too, if you go with a co-pay major medical plan, a lot of times the additional cost per month to have co-pays added on your major medical plan is so much higher than it would be just to have a plan like this and go with a high deductible plan for your clients. And then standalone. Our plans you can sell our plan standalone, and the reason being is because of the fact that we want you to be able to go back to your clients. We want you to be able to present this as an option for them, and you can sell this direct to a client. We like the fact that they are paired with a major medical, or a medical plan of some sort, but they are available to be sold standalone, absolutely. It's a great lead-in and closing opportunity at the point of sale. Again, you start right at the beginning as part of the package itself, just the same way that you go ahead and you include dental, accident, critical illness, or any of the other products that you might be bundling into your sales. And then this will really round out, it'll get them as close to possible coverage, fully comprehensive coverage as you can get. Email template provides for easy distribution to clients. We do have email templates as well available in our marketing library that help you go ahead and reach out to your clients to let them know that that you do have other additional options available for them. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna get into the plan designs a little bit, and then I'll come back on. Adrienne?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining us, and thanks, Dan, for that, for the first several slides. So here are our individual 3 plug-and-play plans. Actually, we use these same plug-and-play plans for both the individual and group business. If you were to ever work with an employer group, we can help you with that as well. The price, the monthly rates are just what is adjusted depending on the type of group you bring us. So first, we'll start by discussing and explaining the overall plan designs and our formularies. So on the first plan, let's start with the affordable. That's our most, I would say, uses the RX value formulary, and it is a generic drug plan. We looked at the top 250 brand drugs that are being utilized across the country, and out of those, 94% of those have generic equivalents. So we took those 94% and included them on this formulary and plan. So we have coverage in every therapeutic drug class, and this is the least expensive plan and covers the majority of our patients. As you will see, this plan has no deductible for your members. The retail copay is $10 or lesser of logic. Lesser of logic means that the member will not pay any more than $10 for the generic drug. So and we'll go over that in the next slide on how that is managed. We do not cover brand drugs on this plan, but we do discount the brand drugs, so you still can get a discounted rate. We have a maximum monthly benefit of $300 on this plan, and we'll explain how that monthly max works in the next slide, and you can see the rates that follow below. On our signature plan, which is next over, that's our middle plan, it follows the RX Balance formulary and is a brand and generic plan. So basically, we took the idea of that 250 drugs, we took the 6% that didn't have generic equivalents and wrapped them into this plan and formulary, making, again, sure that we have coverage in all the therapeutic classes. This is a managed plan, and we do go over the plan and drugs to make sure that we are keeping drug costs and premiums low. So on this signature plan, you'll see that we have a $100 annual deductible per member. That means if there's 4 people on this plan and only 1 person on the plan utilizes it, that member will only have to reach their $100 annual deductible. So that makes it a very lucrative plan for everybody involved. So the retail copay is $10 or lesser of logic, just like our affordable plan, but the formulary brands on this plan are $50 or 50%, whichever is greater. On the non-formulary is not covered on this plan. On the monthly max benefits are $400 per member per month. Our next plan and our newest plan is called the Enhanced Plan, and it uses our Select formulary. This plan is an open formulary with an extensive drug list. This plan is our most comprehensive and richest plan. The only thing that is excluded is specialty drugs, but we currently in the next couple of slides, we'll be discussing a plan that has helped in that department. And we have also developed this plan because we listened to feedback from the agents and wanted a more comprehensive formulary that covered some of those more high-dollar, newer brand drugs out there. And again, like Dan was saying earlier, we really try and listen to the feedback of the agents and the members so that we can really, PRAM is ever changing to work with the market as it changes. And you'll see here that the same thing applies. There's a $100 annual deductible per member per year. And then this one also has the $10 or lesser of logic for the generic drugs. In this case, the enhanced plan actually has a preferred brand and non-preferred brand list. So because of that open formulary, the non-preferred brands are $30 or 50%, whichever is greater. And the non-preferred brands are $70 or 50%, whichever is greater. This plan has a $500 monthly max, so it's a very rich benefit. On to the next slide, we'll explain how the member saves. So this is a member savings slide. Basically, at the very top of the page, just before we demonstrate the copay or the monthly maxes, we took a snapshot of some of the top generic drugs that are commonly used, and we've put this in a list for you guys to see that the retail cost of the drugs can total up to $562 without any discount or any insurance. You add the PRAM prescription drug card, and the member costs drop all the way down to $22.96. That's a savings of $539. It's pretty big. That's a really rich benefit. So where that Danny was saying that we get those 92 or 95%, off of our network contracted rate, that's what we're talking about here. So below that, to understand our monthly max and how that really is more of a richer benefit than it just looks like as a dollar amount, it's really actually richer than you would assume it would be. So let's just take, I like to start with the Pharmacy 2 idea first. So let's just assume the retail cost of the drug is $100. And in that particular case, we get 92% off of this generic drug. That means the PRAM, and then that brings our PRAM cost down to $8. That basically follows that lesser of logic copay of $8. That means that the member will only pay the $8, even though they have a $10 copay. And then in that particular example, the member does not have any money that went towards that monthly max because it fell underneath that $10 generic copay, and that means the plan paid nothing. If the plan paid nothing, then the member does not have to have any money removed from their monthly max. So you'll see how this is a really rich benefit. If in the first example where it says under Pharmacy 1, the retail cost of the drug is now $100 again, network contracted rate ends up being $85 as opposed to $92, and then our PRAM cost comes to $15, but then you got that $10 generic copay, there's a difference in $5. So the plan paid $5. If the plan pays $5, that goes towards the $300. Now the member has a $295 monthly max available left to them, which still is a lot of money. So if your member is ever wondering how do I calculate this, because it's not calculated on our portal, but the member can actually call the member services number on the back of their card and understand and ask them for their monthly max remaining. Honestly, I am totally positive when I tell you that on the affordable plan, we've never had anyone complain about hitting their monthly max, just to give you an idea of how that works. I'm going to pass it on to Danny. These are our group plans, and I want you guys to just recognize the group rates. So basically the plug-and-play plans and all of their benefits remain the same, but Danny's going to go into a little bit more detail about the group.
Thanks. Yep, these are our Shelf group products. So we know that employers are constantly looking for ways to lower their costs, and this is a great way to do that. As for those of you that actually sell group itself, we do have these Shelf products plug and play. We also have customizable plans for groups too. We can go ahead and take a look at an actual census and go ahead and create something that fits that specific employer and their needs. For those of you that take small businesses, small companies, and convert them over to plans such as limited medical, short-term, and you bundle in products, we still have the ability to go ahead and offer actual group pharmacy plans here, such as these for those. And at a much lower cost, and again, really provides solid benefits for your clients. It gives you the opportunity to go ahead and create potentially larger commissions. Our carriers for group are Nationwide and NGL, National Guardian Life. So we're very proud to go ahead and have them as our actual carriers. Sorry, my phone cut out. It pairs very well with short-term limit medical, gap, high deductible plans. Ease of plan administration. Again, everything is you can utilize our technology itself. Your clients can for their administration and billing, and it's very easy for the clients to go ahead and have access to their benefits and their package, their plan. Next slide, sorry. All right, specialty drugs are expensive, yes. So what we did is we took a look at the market and we came up with a product itself to go ahead and help employers with the specialty drug cost. Specialty drugs can be super expensive. So the way that this plan works is it is available to individuals and groups for all medications that might cost retail over $1,000 and for a 30-day supply and $2,000 for a 90-day supply. What we do is we call it RX Boost. We're very excited about it. We work with the member or employer to dramatically minimize specialty drug costs. What we do is the way the plan works is we take advantage of patient assistance programs and also manufacturer dollars that are allocated to go ahead and help offset the actual costs for these medications. Drug manufacturers have dollars that are allocated to go ahead and I'm sure most of you have heard of manufacturer coupons. Because of the fact that we have a fully insured commercial plan, these programs are available as well. And we also utilize alternative sourcing. As you can see here too, the price for these, an individual is $30 up to about $70 for a family, whereas on the group side, it's $8 for an individual up to only $18. So this is a new program for us. We really haven't seen, I think we've seen one other program similar to this, but outside of that, you're not going to find this anyplace else. And this is just a great program that will really help minimize those costs potentially for employers and individuals. All right, I'm going to turn that back over to Adrian here on the administration.
Yes, hi. Okay, so great. So just as Danny was saying, once you guys do have a group and you'd like to secure that business with us, you just need to email us at team@pram.com. And we will set up the easy billing based on however they want to do, list bill or what have you. And again, it's financially guaranteed, and there's peace of mind because we'll be managing it for you from that perspective, as well as sending out fulfillment. Our drug lookup tool, this is one of the coolest things that we have for you agents out there. It is pretty neat. Once you are appointed with PRAM, you have the option or have the ability to access our drug lookup tool, as well as our pharmacy locator. But the pharmacy locator just shows you where the pharmacies are in a zip code radius around your member. The drug lookup tool will take the zip code that your member is in and compare pricing among the top 10 pharmacies in that particular zip code. And in this particular example, we were able to fit 5 pharmacies on the page. We took zolpidem tartrate, which is a generic drug for Ambien, and we took a 30-day supply with a 30 quantity because typically everyone takes this drug once a day. You'll see that you'll see at the very top it says cost of drug without coverage. So that usually is an approximate retail cost of the drug. Right below that, it will say listed on the formulary, yes or no. In this particular case, it is yes in every single plan. The type of pricing that's being utilized is our network contracted rate. But I'd like to just draw your eye all the way down to the bottom of the page because as you go down to the different pharmacies, you'll notice at the bottom too that the type of pricing utilizes changes from network contracted rate to generic copay. What does that mean for your member? That means that typically when we get that network contracted rate, it's under that $10 copay. But when you get that generic copay, it means that some money was applied to the plan, meaning that there was some money removed from the monthly max if they were to use those pharmacies. The approximate PRAM member cost, again, is the discounted or the price that we expect that member to pay when they go to that particular pharmacy. Again, drugs are a commodity item and their pricing does change on a daily, so these prices, of course, make sure you always tell your members they're approximate. Moving on. Manufacturer coupons, these are huge for us right now. I mean, you see all those big name drugs out there, Vyvanse, you're talking about all the different ones. I pick Vyvanse because it's really a popular one right now that everyone is talking about. And, a lot of these members cannot get coverage on these drugs. So in order to even further discount the rate of the out-of-pocket expense, we have also been able to use the manufacturer coupons on our plans. So since we have two plans that cover brand medications, which are our signature plan and the enhanced plan, if a member were to go get a brand drug that were on our formulary or even not on our formulary, they would be able to utilize the manufacturer coupon. The reason is because manufacturer coupons usually state that they are for commercially insured patients only. Now, a lot of the manufacturer coupons have said that you can use them without insurance too. There are some that do say that in the terms and conditions, but if you notice that the discounted rate is always higher for those who have commercial insurance. So I'd just like to point that out to you. Also, the terms and conditions always state the small print of how much max discount they'll give the member at point of sale. These max discounts can be a monthly max discount. They can also be annual max discounts. So you just have to read that fine print. And of course, my door's always open. I'd be happy to help any of you. I've helped many, many agents walk their members through this and have a very great experience. So if you feel uncertain on how to utilize the manufacturer coupons with our plans, we'd be happy to help in any way we can. Just email us at team@pram.com, and one of us will do that with you. Agent dashboard. So when you get appointed, this is what your agent dashboards kind of look. Actually, we took certain boxes that we really wanted to highlight and we put them on this page. But overall, you get to see all this information on one page. Over here, I'd like to draw your eye all the way over to the left-hand side of the screen where it says your logo here. Your company logo that you're underneath, so IAD, will be up at the top right there. And then you'll see that you have that home, pharmacy locator, the drug lookup, and then your members tab where you can click and see all the members you've uploaded, your agent profile where you can manage your own information, your personal information, as well as access your personalized URL. A personalized URL is what each agent at PRAM has in order to send out to their members to get personally enrolled in our plan. So let's say, for instance, you're traveling for work. We're not really doing a lot of traveling right now, but a lot of us are working from home and can't see our members, and also we're on the phone a lot. So let's say your member is just not there at the same time or is not available at the same time that you are. You can send them in your URL link in a private email to them and say, hey, just complete this app by clicking on this link as soon as you have the ability to do so. And they can actually just sign up themselves. When they click on that link, they'll see the one-page application with your name at the top being their agent. So it's automatically tied to you within our portal, so you get credit for that, as well as be able to manage your own member. This is also great for the members that don't want to give out their payment information, that are really leery about doing that. They can, when they sign up themselves, the only thing we see is the last 4 digits of the account, whether it be a credit card, debit card, checking account, or savings account. You can also see your current and monthly commissions that are earned. Most of the time, you're going to be spinning that space right there in that common task section at the bottom left-hand corner. It's actually going to be really located right in the top middle of the page when you first log on. But most of the time, you're probably going to be clicking on that Enroll a New Member. The invite to self-enroll is the same thing that I was just talking about, your URL, but it actually allows the portal to send an email to your member. The email comes from support@pram.com to your member. If your member for any reason has high security on their email and may not get it, they could check their junk or spam email boxes, or again, you can just send them a private email with your URL. The View Plans Available button will basically be that button that's going to take you to show you those 3 plans that we just talked about. So you can get a good snapshot of that, and you can click on the formularies from that page. Right next to that are the formularies in PDF form, so you can download them. Underneath the View Plans Available button is our Approved Marketing. Approved Marketing is our brochures. We have a member-facing brochure, and we have a group-facing brochure now, which is on the portal. So please do utilize those if you can. And then underneath that is our new group application. Currently that button has been inactivated at this time. We are working on getting that new group application automated on our portal, but in the meantime, it's a manual process. If you do have a group you want to work with us on, just again email us at team@pram.com and we will help walk you through that. Our how-to videos are just little mini videos, less than 2 minutes long, just showing you how to do certain things on our portal. So any questions, again, you're welcome to reach out to the team, or you can click on those how-to videos. Easy member self-enrollment for members. So basically, everyone asks what happens once we enroll a member. Once you enroll, once you send out your self-enrollment link to a member, it's an embedded link within that email. And so the email is going to look like that little box you see under number 1. And the member can click on Enroll Online Now. When they go to step 2, once they click on that link, they're going to see those 3 plug-and-play plans. And they're going to be able to choose the plan that they want to enroll themselves into. Once they do choose that, they will then fill out the information, add their dependents and their payment information, and then they're going to submit that application. This process is the same if the agent is doing it too, except for the fact that you will not be emailed a link. It will just go straight into the app once you click on Enroll a New Member. Step 3, as soon as you hit that submit button or your member hits that submit button, both agent and member get an email. The agent's email states, please have your member fill out their member verification. The member email states, this is your member verification link, please fill it out, and there's an embedded link in that email. The member must complete that member verification by the day before they are effective. If they don't, they will be automatically termed from the system. It's just an auto thing that our system runs. So please make sure your members are filling out that member verification. Once the member completes the member verification, which literally takes them less than 3 minutes, then this is just for them to approve that they have actually signed up for our insurance and that they are willing to receive email communication from PRAM. They will then receive an email from PRAM if they said yes. That is their welcome email. That welcome email is going to have embedded links within it that is going to allow them to download their ID cards. Well, basically, they'll set up their member portal. They can download their e-cards from their member portal and see all their information that they put into their application, and they'll be able to adjust that or update it, like if they changed addresses or if they changed their email or any of that. So this is really a great tool for them. If you guys want, I always like to tell agents, if you guys want to just add that extra little fun touch to it, you can download your members' ID cards for them and email them privately to them as well, just so that you guys know you do have access for that, and it's available in the how-to videos. Coming soon, we have our PRAM Mobile App. We're really excited to launch that. That should be coming up shortly. We've been saying that for just only a couple months now. We can't wait till it comes out. But on here, it's going to be able to access that drug lookup tool, which is pretty neat. It's going to have a medication identifier, drug facts, and if there's any caretakers that manage any of your members, they'll be able to monitor your member by that app as well. And we're hoping that it will also encompass the medication refills and mail order forms, which is pretty awesome that you can do all of that from the application itself. So really excited to launch that, and we'll keep you guys posted on that. And that's it for us today. We really appreciate you guys, hanging out with us and listening to what we have to say. And we hope that you guys are excited to go and sell PRAM plans. And of course, again, we're always here if you need us. Please definitely contact us at team@pram.com, and we're happy to help. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Dan and Adrian. We do have some questions I'd like to get to quickly here before we wrap up today. I think the first question was already answered as far as you have Nationwide and National Guardian Life are the actual carriers for the product, correct?
Correct. Yep, correct.
Okay. Another question here, do discount programs like that Clever RX and Good RX, can you use those with PRAM?
And since we are a fully insured drug plan, discount cards cannot be utilized with the plan. That's why, but definitely manufacturer coupons. So manufacturer coupons can be paired with the PRAM plans because we're fully insured, but the same thing goes for discount coupons. Discount coupons cannot be paired with manufacturer coupons, so just so you guys know that too, the differences between the two.
Okay, thank you for that, and we appreciate these questions. Another question is this available in all states?
PRAM is available currently on the individual side in Danny, help me out. How many states now? I think it's 32?
30.
I want to say?
I thought it was 35 on the individual and 39
sorry.
for group.
Yes, thank you.
And we're adding more all the time. The intention is to have products available in every state. That's what we're working towards.
Beautiful. So you said 35 on the individual side, and how many on the group side?
39.
39. Please send me an updated list so I can distribute that out to the attendees.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will definitely do. I just want to make one point to that as well. Just because those are our marketable states, those where your members actually have to reside. But PRAM is available. Like, to use the PRAM plan, you can be in any state. So, like, Ohio currently is not one of the ones for individual side. If you were in Ohio on vacation, you could still use your PRAM plan at an Ohio pharmacy. So just so you guys know that.
Right. Sort of like a Medigap plan or a limited medical hospital indemnity plan for under 65-year-olds. Your plan goes with you. If you move to a different state,
yes.
How does that work, Adrian?
Depending on how the state, if the state is an appointed state with PRAM, then if marketable, we can move the member. If the member it moves to a state that we are not marketable, we'll have to term that plan.
Oh, okay. All right. Good information here. Next question. I think this may be the last one, unless anyone else wants to type in a question before we wrap up today. You still have time. So the agent states they have a fair number of clients that do not have a computer or email. Can they be enrolled without an email address? Will they be able to get their stuff by traditional mail?
They can get their stuff by traditional mail. Yes, we can definitely help with all of that. We can try and see if we can use an alternative email address in some case for them. We have not had this situation come up too much with an email address, more so with they still want everything mailed to them, and we've not had any issues. We can definitely do all that and accommodate your member. Sure.
And I will point out, too, I hope everyone understands this is an under 65 product only. So most people under 65 do have an email address of some kind, or they can get their family or friends to help them out. This is a wonderful product. I will say for myself and my own personal sales, it's a great tool to have in your tool belt, especially even if you're a Medicare agent. Let's say you're mainly working the senior market. This could be a handy tool for you because if you're running into married couples out there, they don't normally age into Medicare at the same time. And that younger person, a lot of those times, is losing their health plan. And now they have to go into the marketplace or find some alternative, which I would highly recommend contacting me if you want more information on our suite of limited medical plans. But this PRAM product is a great product for those who have prescription meds. As you can see, the rates are very affordable, and in many occasions, people are taking more than one medication. And so, you know, you can usually save people, you know, lots of money. It just depends. But in society, when a lot of us live paycheck to paycheck, if you can save someone a couple $100 a month, boy, they're just going to love you. So I would highly recommend this product to you guys out there today. If you're not contracted with it, please contact me, Dan Greer, at IAD, and we will definitely get you the contracting. And I think this has been a wonderful presentation by Adrian and Dan. We thank them so much. And we definitely will be following up with every one of you who attended today and give you more information. And thank you very much.
Thank you for the opportunity as well to be in front of your sales force. And we're honored. We feel very privileged. And we're very excited about the partnership between us and IAD, between PRAM and IAD. So thank you very much, Dan, and everyone for attending.
It's very exciting. And again, as you can see, it's the online agent portal is very easy to use. And it's wonderful to be able to just email your client a self-enrollment link. And the customer service, by the way, PRAM customer service is well above average. They do a fantastic job every time I've had to reach out to them to get an answer for a client or even for myself. They've gone above and beyond. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We thank everyone for your attendance and your questions, and I will be following up with you very soon for all of the attendees out there today. Don't forget our Friday webinar series next Friday, Don Runge, same bat time, same bat channel. Have a good day, everyone, and a great weekend.